Right, Tennessee Stud. Back about 18 and 25, I left Tennessee very much alive. I never would have made it through the Arkansas mud if I hadn't been riding on the Tennessee Stud. Had some trouble with my sweetheart's paw, one of her brothers was a bad outlaw. I wrote a letter to my Uncle Fudd, and I rode away on the Tennessee Stud. Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. Drifted on down to no man's land, I crossed the river called the Rio Grande. I raced my horse with a Spaniard's bold, till I got me a skin full of silver and gold. Me and the gambler, we couldn't agree, we got in a fight over Tennessee. We pulled our guns, he fell with a thud, and I rode away on the Tennessee Stud. Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. I rode right back across Arkansas, I whipped her brother and I whipped her paw. I found that girl with the golden hair, and she was riding on the Tennessee mare. Pretty little baby on the cabin floor, a little horse colt playing round the door. I love the girl with the golden hair, and the Tennessee Stud loves the Tennessee mare. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud.